Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today, as some of you guys may know, I'm doing the keto diet, so it means I can't really have cookies, and I've been craving chocolate chip cookies nonstop. Chocolate chip cookies were always my go-to snack, and with this diet I can't really have any, and I've been going crazy. So I've been looking like keto chocolate chip cookies recipes online, and today we're gonna be making one. I'm pretty much copying a recipe from online. I'm gonna write down all the measurements in the description below because I already measure everything out to make it simpler for myself. Okay, so this recipe calls for 7 ingredients. It's pretty simple. Hopefully I don't mess it up, and hopefully it tastes good because I don't want to crack on this diet, and I need something sweet. But yeah, so what we're gonna be using today is some blanched almond flour, and I'm just using the Kirkland's blanched almond flour just because it has 2 net carbs. We're using some swerve confectioner sugar. Swerve is pretty much a substitute for powdered sugar technically, and it has no net carbs, has 0 calories, so it's a good artificial sweetener. I tried it before and it tastes pretty good. Tastes similar to confectioner sugar, so there's that. We're gonna be needing 1 egg yolk, so there's that. And then today we're gonna be using Lily's milk chocolate. The original recipe called for dark chocolate, but I'm more of a fan of milk chocolate, and the reason we're using Lily's is because their chocolates only has 1 net carb. So, and I found it took me a while to find that specific brand of chocolate, and I found it at Yolk. If you guys want to try this recipe out, that's where I found it at. And then we're gonna be using 1 tablespoon of melted coconut oil. So that's that. And then we're gonna use a little bit of salt and some pure vanilla extract. And I dropped my spoon. So I clean my spoon. So yeah, let's get started. Hopefully this tastes good and whatnot. Yeah, so first thing, I kind of sifted through this flour just so it's not clumped up. And then we're gonna be adding the confectioner sugar to this. And then we're gonna be adding a pinch of salt, just to make it sweeter. After the salt is added, we're gonna add the teaspoon of melted coconut oil into this. I'm also adding the egg yolk. And then we're gonna add half a tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Lastly, we're adding the chocolates. Okay, so now all we gotta do is mix this and until dough consistency starts to form. And okay, so this is how I got it with the spoon. I'm gonna go in with my hand to knead it more. Since it's for me, like, it doesn't matter, but I'm just gonna knead it some more with my hand because there's no better tool than your hand, right? And so what this recipe will account for 2 chocolate chip cookies. So you're not going overboard, because let me tell you, if this turned out good and then I have a bunch of chocolate chip cookies sitting around, I'm just gonna sub myself with them, and I'm gonna take myself out of keto. Okay, so this is how it looks now. It's it pretty much looks like regular cookie dough. I'm surprised. And since this thing makes 2 of them, I'm just gonna split it in half roughly. Now it's recommended. You can cook it in the microwave or in the oven. I'm just gonna cook it in the microwave because, you know, simpler. But if you want to cook it in the oven, you would cook it at 325 for like 10-15 minutes, depending how they're looking. And from what I read, because of the way keto cookies are formed, they're not like regular chocolate chip cookies or cookies in general. So you don't want to eat them right after they're done baking. You need to wait for them to cool down at least 20 minutes. And apparently, like, from everything I read regarding making cookies on keto, with keto recipes, the longer they sit, the better they taste for some reason. I don't know, this is the first time I'm gonna make some. So I'm gonna eat one today, and then, okay, so I want to get a plate, and I pour some coconut oil over it, mostly because I don't have cooking spray. So that's the best way for me to do it. And like I said, if you're gonna cook in the microwave, they recommend you use a ramekin if you're gonna make it in the microwave, but I don't have any, so we're using a plate. And now we have to press this down into the shape of a cookie because this won't spread. Like, this type of dough doesn't spread apparently, so you need to, you know, spread it how you want it. Okay, so this is how I make my cookie. We're gonna cook them one at a time. I'm gonna go cook it and I'll be right back. I'm gonna cook it in 30-second intervals just so it doesn't mess up, but I'll be right back. Okay, so we are back, and this is how the cookie turned out after cooking it at 2 30-second intervals in the microwave. The chocolate chips are starting to melt from what I can see. It's hot, pretty hot still, and to me it looks half baked. But supposedly we need to let it rest so it continues cooking in the heat. And we'll see how it turns out in 20 minutes. So I'm gonna let this sit down for like 20 minutes and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's been 20 minutes or so, probably more. The cooking was a little bit stuck. This is how it looks when I break it. It smells like a chocolate chip cookie. I'm scared it's not cooked all the way. Let's see. Huh. I don't know if it's cooked all the way because I never used almond flour to cook before. It seems to be cooked all the way. You know, could I cook it for another 30 seconds? I don't think it would have made much of a difference, but now regarding to taste, the truth is all I taste is almond. Like the 2 bites I had, like the major flavor I get is almond. It's a little bit sweet from the sweetener. I probably would have, like, if I make this again, I probably will add more sweetener just because I like sweet stuff. Probably should have made the salt more fine. I got like a little piece of salt. But other than that, tastes like a cookie. But let's be real, not a real chocolate chip cookie, so can't expect much. The chocolates don't come through, but it could also be because I didn't really add that much chocolate. Because I pretty much followed the recipe. I think if I were to make this again, I would add another tablespoon of sugar, and I probably add more chocolate. Just because I can't really taste the chocolate. I don't know, it's because those are like the chocolates that I use artificial sugars and stuff like that for sweetness, but so I had a piece of chocolate in my finger, and I gotta say, yeah, it's probably the reason I can't taste the chocolates. It's because the flavor of chocolate is really mild. So I think if I would have used a dark chocolate, it would have probably tasted have a stronger chocolate taste. Or something else I could have done is instead of using chocolate chips, I might try using cocoa powder and just adding like a tablespoon of cocoa powder, and then like pure cocoa powder, not like the sweetened one, and more sugar. Just make like a chocolate cookie. Maybe that'll give it more of a chocolate taste. But I mean, it's not bad for what it is. It's just it doesn't really taste like a chocolate chip cookie. It just tastes like an almond cookie to me. But I mean, better than nothing, right? Yeah. Well, hope you guys if you're doing keto, give it a go. Let me know how it turned out for you guys. Try experimenting with sweetener and chocolates and stuff like that. See if it turns out different for you guys. I'm gonna make it again later, but we'll see. See you next time.